Good morning, planet Earth. So I've titled this video Life Advice from a 33-year-old, and I'm well aware this might only get 100 views. But I wanted to make this video because I think when I was a little bit younger, maybe in my early 20s, if I saw a video like this, it might just ease the nerves, the stress, and potentially anxiety that you might have around life. Because I feel like there is a pretty big explosion of, I don't even want to call it mental health, but uncertainty. I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty in the world, a lot of stress. I apologize for the wind and the traffic, by the way, but a lot of uneasement, that feeling in the pit of your stomach when you're left to your own thoughts and you start thinking about, what do you want to do with your life? Am I going to do anything considerable with my life before I die? Because you don't get long. You really don't get long on this planet. At best, you might get 80 years. The first 11, 12 years, you're extremely dependent on your parents until you go to secondary school or high school. Then from 11 or 12 until you're about my age, 33, your life might be your own, or you might already have kids. But it's getting to the point now where I'm thinking about building a family. And then from that point onwards, my life is not my own. I'll be living the rest of my life to try and provide for a family so that they can grow up and live a good life too. Obviously there'll be experiences along the way that will be my own, and I will still live life for me, but much of my life will be indebted to the children that I potentially create. So you don't get long. At best, 20 years to live life completely on your own terms, dependent on yourself. And 30% of those years, you're asleep. Okay, sleep about 8 hours a day, 24 hours in a day. It's about 30%. So of those 20 years, I'm not getting very good at maths. You might get, 14 years of being awake. Now, much of that time is going to be taken up by work. So that brings me to kind of the point of this video. It's like, what do you spend your time doing on this planet? What do you spend your time doing? What is the highest return on investment of your time? And I've kind of got to a point where I'm 33. I've experienced a fair bit of life. I've lived in Dubai. I currently live in Spain. I've been abroad for about 4 years now. I've been arrested a couple times. I've nearly been in prison. I was a qualified electrician. I quit that when I was 22. I was a very young electrician. And ever since I was 22, I've followed my passion in bodybuilding. I'm an IFBB professional bodybuilder. Have a business. It doesn't do £1 million a year, but it keeps me going and it makes me happy. So I pretty much, since I was 21, 22, spent every day chasing after my own goals, my own dream, my own vision, and I encourage you to do that. The first thing I encourage you to do, I have 3 kind of major tips, life tips. The first thing is have a passion. Have a passion. Find your passion. Find something you love. Find something that you would do every single day and never get bored of. Find the thing that you want to talk about all day to your girlfriend, your spouse, or your friend, to the point that they just get pissed off and they don't want to hear about it, but you just love it and you just got to talk about it. Find that thing. Whatever that thing is, find it and hold it dear to you and don't let it go. That will take you through life. And I really, truly believe that is one of the biggest keys to living a happy life. Now, the reason I say passion first, finding the thing you love, is because I believe if you have passion above everything for something that you love, I believe if I took every variable away from life, community, family is key. But I have to be honest, this is my view on life. I feel like passion, something you love, I feel like that can drive you forward further than anything. Because, some people don't have families that they really get on with. Some people get bad crack. They don't get the family that they wanted. They don't get a supporting, loving family. I'm very fortunate that I do. But some people don't. So that's why I have to say that I actually think passion is the number one thing that you should chase in life. Because I am getting old, 33, I've got this wrinkle I never used to have under my hat. So find the thing you love and you will never work a day in your life. If you need to do a normal job right now, that's absolutely fine. Just remember that you're 5 till 9 in the morning and you're 5 till 9 at night at the times that you can work on your passion, and slowly in time you can make it the thing that earns you money and the thing that you can wake up for every day and just love what you do. Find that. Whether you build your own business around that, whether you work for somebody else that is also working on that passion, you can collaborate with somebody to work in their business and work towards that passion you have. Just find it. I urge you, that should be the number one thing that you do. The second thing is community. People are extremely important. I've spent the last 4 years traveling a lot, and I haven't spent as much time with the people I love as I normally would. But that's okay, because solidarity in life, I think, is also important for you to experience, because it teaches you a lot about life. It gives you a lot of perspective. But people, community, even if that means creating your own community, having babies, having a family, the people around you are extremely important. You could tear everything away from me in life if I have my passion and my people, and you don't have to have many. It might just be a girlfriend, it might be one person, it might be a girlfriend and a best friend, and your immediate family. That's all I have, that's all I pretty much need. Also have a lot of people that I love. Oh, look, fingers. Also have a lot of people I love and work with every day. That is part of my passion in my business, which I'm very grateful for. But if you don't have people, if you don't have community, life can feel very, very lonely. And it's not a nice place to be. And I urge you that surrounding yourself with people who love you, support you, is one of the most important things in life. More important than money, more important than the house you have. Because let's be honest, most people don't own these houses. Most of us, including me, will go through life owning mortgages. And then maybe you'll own the house when you're 60 and then you'll give it to your kids. So don't worry about that. That will come. If you live in Western Europe, Northern America, chances are you're probably going to end up getting a house. So don't worry about that. That's going to happen. I don't have a house yet, and I'm not stressed. There's many things in life that I haven't experienced yet. Having a baby, building a family, sleepless nights, first house. There's still many things in life that I haven't experienced. But this is where I'm at right now, and I've experienced a fair bit. So the people you love are extremely important. So keep them in your life. The third thing is experiences. It's a big world out there. It's kind of why I started this video, is because I was walking around Benfleet in Essex. And it just brings you back home, and it makes you think about when you was younger. This is all you knew, like this was your world. You just think this is it, And when you're young, just the area you live in is a big place. You go explore. And then the older you get, you explore further and further and further. And I urge you to do that. I urge you to explore, to travel. Because believe me, when you start traveling to other countries, you see the world is a big place. So many people, so many different cultures, so many different lands and topography, so many different things, mountains and oceans and caves and waterfalls, and so many different cool things you can see. So I urge you to do that. I urge you to take up every opportunity you can to experience life. Do it with the people you love. And in the midst of all that, wake up every day and chase the passion, chase the thing that you love. That's my advice. I think if you have them three things, I think you're gonna do all right. Don't stress. Life's gonna go by and we're gonna die. We're all gonna die. You're pretty much born dying. So I would just focus on them 3 things, because I think up until now, like I say, I'm 33, I've still got a lot more to learn in life, but until this point, I'm pretty sure that they are the 3 most important things. Community, and that includes family, that includes making babies, that includes your friends, that includes your spouse, your wife. Community, passion, the thing you love to do, the thing that you'll wake up for every single day. Don't want to die here. That's the other thing. I could die any minute right now, so that's why you should do this stuff. And experiences. You need to experience life. It's a big world out there. There's still so many more things that I want to experience. But yeah, you only have a finite amount of time in this world. Focus on them 3 things and I think you're gonna do all right. That's pretty much it. Love. Merry Christmas.